Week 2, Week 3, and Week 4 if you missed them. It's crunch time now and I'll be honest, I don't know that this project will be completely wrapped up for the reveal date. The great thing is the reveal and hitting a deadline is not the only goal of reason for this challenge. Ultimately, having a fully functional and hopefully beautiful bathroom is where we want to end up, even if things are a bit delayed. Disclosure. This post contains affiliate links. When we left off last time, the countertops had been templated, the trim was freshly painted, and the hardware had been ordered. The hardware took about 1 week to arrive. We chose the Menlo Park 4 pull from Schlub in chrome because I think the pull has the perfect mix of square and some rounded elements that make it a great transitional hardware option. We went with all pulls for the drawers and doors since the knob option in that line weren't our favorite. The quartz countertops are now installed and things can be put back together. Rectangle undercount sinks were also purchased through the fabricator. The marble look quartz from Pentel, and it is gorgeous with the warm gray veins running throughout. For the edge, went for a flat polish eased edge for a clean, simple look. 2 days after the quartz countertops were installed, the tile installer came back to finish up tiling the niches, installing the tile base and grout everything. Hi friends. As a furniture refinisher, I come across well-used and sometimes beat-up pieces that require repairs more often than not. I see anything from small scrapes on furniture tops to chunks of wood missing on corners or cross supports. Today I'm going to share how I used Bondo instead of wood filler for furniture repairs and how they compare. For large repairs, Bondo body filler is the best product I have found. It's actually made for auto body repairs but works great as a wood filler. This product gives more structure and you can rebuild chunked corners and large gouges. It comes in a quart with a cream hardener that you mix together before application. The red cream hardener is my favorite because it's easier to see that it has been fully mixed into the gray filler base. If it isn't a consistent pink mauve color, it's not mixed well enough. Be sure to follow the manufacturer's directions for mixing and application. If enough hardener isn't mixed in, it will not properly cure. You will have to scrape it off and redo the fix. Bondo can be used for many household and automotive projects, including exteriors use. It has entirely replaced wood filler for me, and I would reach for this product any day over wood filler. Tips. I find about a 1:3 ratio of hardener to filler works the best. Use a scrap piece of cardboard or a disposable plastic lid to combine the product on. Mix small amounts at a time as it set very quickly. There are just a few workable minutes once the hardener is added. It's able to sand in 30 minutes up to a few hours, depending on how large of a repair you are doing and how thick it is applied. Apply with a plastic putty knife and smooth as much as possible so you have less sanding to do once it is dry. This stuff is perfect for filling in old hardware holes if you are changing or replacing hardware. If a large repair needs to be filled, it may take more than one application. Don't try to do large, deep repairs all at once, or the Bondo underneath won't harden all the way, or it will take an extremely long time to harden completely. Purchase more hardener separately because the combo kit only comes with a small tub that will not be enough for the whole can of filler. Wear a respirator or work in a well-ventilated area because this product does have a strong smell. I repaired some deeper scratches and a broken corner, left side, with Bondo on this LA period nightstand. Once Everything was sanded and painted. All the imperfections the nightstands had were not visible. In the photo above I used a white cream hardener so the color just looks gray instead of pink. Bondo's glazing putty is actually the first Bondo product I ever used years ago. A Sherwin-Williams employee recommended it to me. It comes in a tube and doesn't need to be mixed with a hardener. It's ready to use right out of the tube. I actually use this product so much I had it as a subscribe and save on Amazon, where a tube would automatically ship every month. This product does have a smell, so work in a well-ventilated area. The glazing putty dries relatively quickly and I find it is best for surface scratches and small dings. It is also great as the final fill over the Bondo body filler. It sands to a perfectly smooth surface when applied correctly. The other things this can do is minimize or hide open wood grain. If you sand or take off an original finish but don't want the wood grain showing through your painted finish, this can hide that. Since glazing putty is a red color, you definitely see where it was applied. When sanded, it leaves a pink dust everywhere. Slightly smiling face. This video shows application and the full process how I prep pieces for paint. Tips. Once dry, sand with fine grit sandpaper to get an extra smooth, ready to paint finish. Sanding before it's fully dry will result in it gumming up the sandpaper. Primer may be needed to cover the dark red color so it doesn't show through the paint. Apply in thin coats, not over anything. Repair deeper than 1/4, or wider than 1/2. Use as the final fill coat over Bondo body filler as needed. Wood filler. Let's chat a little bit about wood filler. I entirely stopped using wood filler a few years ago. Why? It just doesn't perform like I need it to. Most wood fillers aren't as smooth as Bondo and some have bits of wood dust in them which make it hard to get a smooth, even fill that doesn't look dimpled. Wood filler also doesn't cure or harden well enough in my experience. Things like corners and edges of furniture that see wear and stress don't last. I need a product that will withstand the wear and tear that those areas see. There are stainable wood filler products for wood furniture repairs where that surface will be stained. As I mentioned above, in my experience, these wood fillers have actual bits of wood sawdust in them to absorb stain. I have tried applying stain over stainable wood filler before and it has never looked great. It doesn't take the stain like regular wood. I believe a big reason is the fillers in it that bond to the surface and bond all the ingredients together. Usually I resort to paint when there are furniture repairs. If it works for you, great. Problems with wood filler. In my experience, wood filler tends to shrink and crack. It doesn't smooth out as well, which can be visible when paint is applied. Doesn't dry very hard and can be easily dented and stay malleable. With larger repairs, the good, it's water-based and doesn't have strong odors.